on to Crusades. Crusades were the religious wars which were fought between 11th to 13th century AD, and these were the religious wars. The wars are believed to have spread during a period of 200 years, and 8 major crusades or religious wars were fought. The idea was that Christians should capture Jerusalem from Turks, and for this the Jerusalem, which was considered as the birthplace of Jesus Christ, which was captured by the Arabs in 638 AD, should be revived back with the Christians, considering that this was the place of crucifixion as well as the resurrection of Jesus. So Palestine became a major point of contention. Now, since Palestine, where Pontius Pilate, who was the Roman governor of Palestine, accused Jesus, arrested him, and called for the crucifixion, was the region, and this region was captured by Arabs in 638 AD. The idea by the Christians was to get this place liberated, considering this to be a holy place for Christians. So these religious wars, named as Crusades, started, and as we understand, these were the religious wars that were constantly between the Christians population as well as the Muslim population during that time. 8 major wars were done. Now, the first war is important. The first war, as you can see, the numerous people moved from the region of Greek territory, crossing the regions of Asia Minor into the regions of Jerusalem. However, there were Muslims moving from the region of Egypt, moving from the region of Iran, Persia, and then we also have the region of Asia Minor, the region of Turkey, where there were constant conflicts, and these conflicts laid the way for the first crusades that took place. The first crusades took place in 198 to 199 and 1098 to 1099, and the Christian soldiers, mainly from the region of France and Italy, invaded into the territories of Turkey, Syria. As we can see, the regions of Turkey, the regions of Syria, the regions of Damascus, and finally into Jerusalem. So the people were coming mainly from the regions of Western Europe, the Western Roman Empire during that time, we can say. So France and Italy were the areas where the Christians were coming, and they wanted to invade the regions of Syria, mainly the Antioch, and then claim Jerusalem. So in this process, Christians succeeded. Many Muslims and Jews were killed. Now Christians were able to establish 4 states in the region of Syria and Palestine, and most of the later crusades were directed at the defense and the process of expansion. So the first crusade, very important historically, where Christians started to move from the region of France and Italy, the Western Roman Empire, into the region of Syria, present-day Syria, the regions close to Damascus and Antioch in Syria, finally moving on to Jerusalem. The second crusade was in 1145, and here Turks captured the region of Edessa. Now, when Edessa was captured by Turks, there was a combined army from Germany and France who wanted to move to Damascus in the region close to Syria, and they were actually not successful. Here they were defeated and the Christians were forced to return. And after this second crusade, there was gradually a decline in the power of Christianity or the power of Christians which took place. So second crusade, again an important landmark. With the capture of Edessa by Turks, the story started, and this was captured in 1144, and later on forces from from Germany and France moved towards Damascus, but was not able to be was not successful. The Third Crusade is important, and this was in 1187, from 1187 to 1192. That's the broad period that we say. Here, Salah ad-Din, or also known as Saladin, established an empire. Now, this empire was very important because this empire not only included the region of Syria at that time, but also the regions of Egypt in Africa. And this is one of the major points to remember, because the Fifth Crusade was mainly around the region of Egypt. So, Saladin established a Egypt-Syrian empire and asked for a jihad. Jihad is nothing but a holy war. So, this holy war started against Christians, and Saladin was able to defeat Christians in the year 1187. And therefore, Saladin was able to regain control over Jerusalem. As a result, all churches were destroyed, mosques were built, so churches converted to mosque, and Jerusalem, which was so far a Christian city, became a Muslim city. The loss of city again prompted for a war, because there was a little that was left for the Crusaders, and these Crusaders were confined to the regions of coastal towns of Palestine, and only free access to Jerusalem was given to Christian pilgrims. So as a result, there was again a contention in the hearts of Christians, and they wanted to have a faith back. Now, the series of final crusades are important. So, after the Third Crusade, Europe actually lost military interest in Islam and focused more on the political and cultural development. It is believed that in 1212, there was a children crusade where thousands of young children vowed to march towards Jerusalem. Now, some historians say that this was not an actual crusade. The others say that whether this group was actually a group of children or it was named as Children Crusade is not known, but whatsoever was the case, this was one of an important movement, and they were never able to reach the Holy Land of Palestine. After this, the Fifth Crusade is important. Under Fifth Crusade, as we said, Egypt came to power, and Saladin's nephew Al-Kalim, so Al-Malik Al-Kalim was the nephew of Saladin, and he basically had the Crusaders defeated. So the Crusaders under Pope Innocent III moved towards the region of Egypt, and Saladin's nephew Al-Kalim basically defended and stopped their movement, and they were forced to surrender to Al-Kalim. Later on, a sixth crusade was seen where simply a peaceful transfer of Jerusalem to Crusaders were done, and Jerusalem was handed back to the Crusaders. However, this peace treaty expired. This peace treaty was a result of the negotiation done with Al-Kalim, from who was the governor during that time, the nephew of Saladin. And after the peace treaty ended, Muslims actually regained control over Jerusalem. Now, these Crusaders kept on struggling, and during this time, there was origin of a new dynasty, and these were Mamluks. Mamluks were none but the people of slave dynasty, or who themselves believed to be owned. The Arabic word Mamluk comes from owned. Now, Mamluks were those who descended from the slaves of the Islamic Empire and took to power in Egypt. As a result, Mamluks forced Palestine, and at that point of time, the successors of Genghis Khan were the allies of the Crusaders, and therefore there was a tough fight between the successors of Genghis Khan, who fought against the Mamluks, the slaves during that time, But the Mamluk dynasty or the slave dynasty actually demolished ruthlessly the region, and the Antioch in the region of Syria was finally brought under control, and this was the point where it was believed that the end of crusades was taking place, and the impact of these crusades was very in depth, because crusaders who were moving from the region of Roman Empire came into close contact with the Arab and the Greek civilization. As a result, a lot of knowledge in art, science, mathematics developed. Not only this also developed the way for Renaissance in Europe later. The Crusaders also used to learn the concept of guns that were used by Turks, and therefore gunpowder was how gunpowder is used was learned. New trade routes were discovered, and kings became more powerful. Kings received more revenue from the traders as taxes, and therefore they were able to establish a better law and order situation. Trade relations between Europe and Asia prospered because of the contacts that they had with the Eastern world. So those were some of the major developments that we have seen that were registered because of crusades. But yes, it had a huge impact on humanity, and over a period of just 200 years, 8 wars were fought, and finally fall of Constantinople was witnessed, which ultimately brought an end to the Roman civilization.